Hello, today we're going to make an excellent homemade natural syrup that I want to share with you. It's for respiratory conditions. For example, when we have a sore throat, cough, mucus, a burning sensation in the throat, or a little burning in the chest, when it's not a serious condition, when there's no fever or shortness of breath or lack of oxygen can be relieved by using it when you feel an itch in the throat. You'll see the good results. It's very easy to make and very affordable. I'm going to show you, we can make some variations, but it's very affordable. The base, the first thing we're going to use is an onion. We're going to peel it. Before cutting, I'll give it a quick rinse. We'll remove the ugly part later. We're going to put this onion in a jar with an airtight lid if possible, or a screw-on lid, and now we're going to use it. If you have one. The most important part of this remedy is the onion, but if you can get a little ginger, we're going to use a small piece. For example, we'll use that onion, piece like this, and we cut it into slices. Give it a quick rinse. Previously, a little bit of it. The jar where we put the onion. Alright. The important thing I want to tell you when adding ginger is if you suffer from hypertension or high blood pressure, it's better not to use ginger or to use just a tiny bit. It's okay if we leave out the ginger. You can substitute it, for example, with 1 or 2 cloves of garlic. And now we're going to cut a lemon. This one has already been washed. We brushed it a little, used a bit of baking soda with water, and now it's ready. Then we slice it into rounds. There you go. What slipped out? There we have the onion, the ginger, the lemon, and all of this. We're going to press it a little bit with a stick or whatever you have, and we're going to cover it with honey and press it down. Just a little bit. And we're going to use organic honey. That doesn't have added sugar, that is simply honey. What I do is give him a little bit. Now what we are going to do is this. I've been dragging it out like a little juice, right? I don't know if you can see that. That's the syrup that's forming. We haven't finished making it yet, but this is the result. What will help us in this process is if you have respiratory symptoms like a cough with phlegm or a sore throat. Also, optional, we can add that, which is what I'm going to do. A tablespoon of organic propolis, also store-bought, where we know that the only thing it contains is the work of the bee with no additives. Is the propolis well made? So that we have it available like this? Generally, it's processed with alcohol. but we just add a tablespoon of propolis. Like I said, this is optional. I'm adding 1.5. Propolis works great for me. And we mix it in as well. This remedy is excellent. Once we've added all the ingredients, we're going to look for a jar that seals tightly or closes very well. No bacteria, dirt, or anything else should get in. We close it very well, and just like that, we let it rest overnight outside the fridge. If it's very hot where you are, put it in the fridge. If not, like here in the southern hemisphere, since we're close to spring, we leave it outside the fridge all night. Here we have it the next morning. You'll see how there's a lot more juice, and what we're going to do is strain it. Now we have a much greater presence of liquid. I'm going to strain it directly into another jar. You can simply do it with a mesh strainer, or you can add a little cloth. With the cloth, we're going to get a little more out of the contents, the ingredients. This is a little gauze cloth, and we're going to strain it. This the appointment. And this is where the fabric helps this process, because it allows us to get more of the syrup. Clean. As you can see, we ended up with a good amount of syrup. I don't think we'll use it all at once. So what we do is close it and keep it in the fridge. Just like this, we keep it in the fridge for when we need it. So suddenly we come with a sore throat. What I do is transfer a smaller amount to a little jar, and I leave this one out of the fridge. That way it's not too cold when you take it for your throat. I pour it through a funnel. And the rest I save for another occasion. Always in the fridge. Yeah, this always goes in the fridge. For 5 to 7 days. Maybe I keep it out of the fridge for 3 to 5 days if I can keep it in the fridge, but so it's not too cold when it's time to drink it. And now I'll tell you how to take it. 1 tablespoon. I like it. Let me tell you that if you do this process and leave it overnight, the onion flavor is almost unnoticeable. It's just a mild sensation, that's all. There's no strong taste left. It's a very pleasant flavor, somewhere between lemon and honey. It's very, very nice. Take a spoonful 3 or 4 times a day, such as morning, noon, afternoon, and night. If it bothers you early morning, take a teaspoon then. You can adjust that as needed, taking it more frequently if necessary. The more uncomfortable you feel, the more discomfort you experience, and as you take it less frequently, you'll notice the discomfort goes away. This is for cases of discomfort, and as I mentioned, cough, mucus burning, or other symptoms that are the beginning of an illness. So can we solve it before it gets worse? I hope this recipe is very helpful for you. It's one of my favorites. Well, see you next time.